Hello everyone, this is Elaine. Today we're going to talk about 5 things you need to start drawing today. Number 1, paper. So you get to the store and you're very excited and you're like, okay, I'm going to go get some paper. And this might seem like a no-brainer, except there's a million types of paper and not all paper is created equal. So you're going to want to get some paper that is for sketching. Remember, these are 5 things you need to start drawing today, not painting. And I actually will do a video on that. But right now, what you need is just a simple sketch notebook. The pounds on the paper is 65 pounds, so it's not like really heavy paper, so you can't use any wet media on it. And the reason for that is obviously because the paper quality is really thin. So whenever you buy your paper, make sure that it's for sketching and dry media. Number 2, pencils. Okay, you're probably thinking, what is, all pencils are created equal, right? No. When you go to the store, you're going to find graphite, you're going to find charcoal pencils, you're going to find watercolor pencils, you're going to find color pencils. So it's going to overwhelm you. So to make this process simple as can be, you can get one of these. This is the Staedtler Mars Luminograph set, and it has 12 pencils that bring pencils from different ranges, from 2H to 4H all the way to 6B. And for those of you who don't know what that is, 6B means black or bland. Bland because the thicker the lead is, believe it or not, the softer it is. The softer the lead inside, actually. And the H actually stands for hard. So the harder it is, the lighter it will actually draw on your paper. Yesterday I used an H paper to show how nice it is to be able to actually mark the paper and not have those marks be visible after you've painted. So if you want to check out that video, I'll post the link at the bottom. Number 3, erasers. There are many kinds of erasers, but once again, to make this process easier, I highly suggest just getting one kneaded eraser, which actually looks like a square, and you can squish it and turn it into all sorts of different shapes. A kneaded eraser is actually very good when you're using B pencils and the marks are very dark and you're just trying to make the mark lighter, because instead of having to rub the paper, you're actually pulling up and just using it down and up on the paper. The other kind of eraser that I would recommend getting is a Faber-Castell dust-free eraser. The dust-free eraser is just that, an eraser that doesn't leave dust. It still does leave a little erasing behind, but it's actually a little gentler on paper, and it is actually quite soft. What we used to do in our school is we used to take an X-Acto knife and slice triangles out of them, so we're able to get into those little tiny corners that you wouldn't be able to with a point this big. So that's a little advice for you. Number 4, pencil sharpeners. A good metal pencil sharpener is a great asset to your art kit. Now there's many different brands and there's many fancy ones that claim to give you sharper ends, but I think the metal ones are the best ones. As you become more acquainted with different ones, I'm sure you'll pick out your favorite one, but this one is my favorite. It's simple, it's cheap, and it gets the work done. The reason to get one like this is because the bigger the lead is in your pencil, for example, as in a pencil that might be 8B or 6B, the harder it is for a pencil sharpener to get a nice sharp point. So a metal pencil sharpener will help you with that. Number 5. A can of workable fixative is going to be your friend. And it makes so much noise. A workable fixative will protect your piece in between working on it and periods where you're not doing anything to it. Just make sure that you're spraying it in an area where there's a lot of ventilation. It is very chemically, it has a lot of smells to it. So I highly recommend doing that. But it actually protects your piece from fading. It's acid and it's archival safe. Also, it prevents smudging of your pencil and it prevents wrinkling. So there you go. That's it for this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week where I talk about the 5 things you need to start painting.